Hey everyone, another book review. So this book, Confidence by Martin Meadows, which is apparently a pen name, is pretty good. There's not many pages in it, but there's some useful information. Confidence, how to overcome your limiting beliefs and achieve your goals, right? So the first thing that Martin Meadows does in here is he defines what he calls self-efficacy. So that's how good you are at given tasks, and it's task specific. So I could think I'm a really good driver, but maybe a rubbish cook. So I have a high self-efficacy for driving, but not for cooking. Now, self-efficacy is separate from self-esteem, which is your sense of self-worth. But generally, people with higher self-esteem have higher levels of self-efficacy because they are generally more confident. Now, the more areas you have self-efficacy, and the more likely you are to be confident. So that's the distinction he makes, which is quite useful. Then he moves on to talk about how to increase your self-efficacy, and this I found brilliant because essentially it comes down to challenging yourself, and you start with a little challenge and you build a victory, and then you can try a bigger challenge and you build a victory, and that gradually increases your self-efficacy, which will eventually spill over into confidence. So the first task I set myself, I thought, right, I read this book a little while ago, let me see if I can read another book in a day. I picked one that was about 300 pages long. I read it, I thought, well, let me see if I can read 10 books in 10 days. I managed 3 in 3 days and then stopped, but it still felt pretty good. What's another thing I did? Then I thought, I'm fairly lazy, I don't get enough exercise. I thought I'll try to work out, have six sessions of exercise in 7 days. And it seemed completely impossible. I thought there's no way I'll do this, but I managed it. And then just on the back of that, I had about 25 days in a row of exercising. I feel fantastic. It made a big difference to me. That I can directly attribute to this book, giving me the idea to try something crazy. And then he goes on about different methods you can use to increase your self-confidence. There's a game he mentions in here called the rejection game. And the idea is to get rejected every day. So let's say if you ask somebody for, I don't know, something you don't expect them to give you, and then they give it to you, then you ask for some more, then you ask for some more. And you have to keep going until you get rejected. He does make the point in here that he's not a mental health professional, so if you have issues which are very sensitive, don't follow the advice in self-help books. It's a brief review, it's a brief book, it's a very good book, I found it very useful. There's a couple of others in the series as well, Grit, I can't remember all the titles, but when you buy this one you get to download Grit for free. Is it Grit or is it another one? But it's good. I think it cost me $9.99. It doesn't even matter. It's a good book. Made a difference. Easy to read. Some ideas in here which are good and easy to implement. So I'd say give it a go. Yeah. Another 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's not that deep. I'll give it 7 out of 10, but it is useful. So check it out. It's by Martin Meadows. Good book. Thank you.